bring it up like a flirt. Roll around, expert. You got that booty.
Hello, this is Eva Vasquez for part 2 of my shoe collection. So I currently am wearing the Lady Peep in silver metallic with obviously the spike detail, and they have been customized with some Swarovski on the platform and on the stiletto. Now these shoes in question are very, very sexy, and they're such a rocker chick heel. They're so amazing, and they make your legs look really, really nice. I really love these shoes. Now, with the comfortability factor on these, I wouldn't say they're very comfortable at all, really. I would say a 7. Yeah, so as you can see, they've got little tiny little peep toe in the front. They're quite cute. They're quite versatile as well. You can put them with so much, and I think they're quite nice. So I'll just model them a little bit more for you so you can see what they look like on. They're actually quite a stunning heel. Now Louboutin is one of my most favoured designers of heels. So there we have it. So we'll move along to the next shoes. Hello, I'm back again. So these are Gianmarco Lorenzi disco ball heels. Now I've seen Paris Hilton with these shoes and I absolutely fell in love. They're all Swarovski, absolutely fabulous. They're black label Gianmarco Lorenzi, and what I find is the crystals on these are just so sensational. Absolutely amazing. The comfortability factor would have to be a 4 in these, unfortunately. I think mainly because it's sort of like a silk blend that the shoe is made out of, and once they've actually put in the crystals on the shoe has shrunk. So it's very hard and very stiff around your feet. So you can only wear these for a few hours, like 2 hours, not even. Quite uncomfortable, but such a lovely, lovely shoe. So I'll just model them for you so you can see what they look like. I think they're rather precious. As I've said in a couple of my other videos, Swarovski is a heaven. Absolute heaven, and they look absolutely stunning on the foot. Now you compare these with so many cocktail dresses and they just look absolutely fabulous. So moving right along to the next pair of shoes. Hello, I'm back again. So these right here are the Jimmy Choo Anouk ombre. So they are a metallic silver with a fabulous matte black suede in the front. Now these shoes are so comfortable. Like if you want something around the pigalle sort of so Kate, but you don't want to be disappointed with the comfort, I would definitely recommend going for these. These are so comfortable. Yes, they're what through? Very good balance, yes. Because the So-Kates have a really skinny heel, and I don't know, it might be the cut on the So-Kates, but these ones here, the cut is absolutely phenomenal. You don't get one blister, and your feet are not swollen. So I'll just model them a little for you, and please do tell me what you think in the description. So these are the Jimmy Choo Anouks, and we'll move on to the next pair of shoes. Hello, it's me again. So these are the Jimmy Choo Abel Point, and they're very much the similar style to the Anouk. Very, very flattering. Now with these, I would definitely give a 10 out of 10 with comfort and an elegant design. It's such a beautiful additive to such a shoe with that gold piping along the heel there. So as you can see, the back It's very similar to the So Cage, but I think that these overtake the So Cage so much. And especially with being comfortable, especially a 10 out of a 10, you don't get that very often from shoes. So what I'll do is I'll model them a little for you so you can get a understanding. Now these are a size 39 and they are true to size. As with the other Jimmy Choos that I have just shown, they are true to size. So please do let me know what you think about all the shoes that I am currently showing. So, and this is the second part of my collection. So we'll move on to the next shoes. Hello again. So I've come back with another pair of Jimmy Choo anouks, and these are in size 39, as I've explained in my previous little preview of the other ones. They fit true to size. Absolutely fabulous. So they are a 120mm heel, as with the other Jimmy Choos that I've just shown. These I would rate an 8 out of comfort, only because I've noticed with patent sort of materials, it tends to be a lot more stiffer and, you know, you have to really break them in for them to be a lot more comfortable. And because I have so much shoes, I don't have enough time to break in heels. So I usually invest in a shoe stretcher. So, yeah, so I'll just model these for you. Please do tell me what you think about the colour, because I absolutely love this colour. It's very festive. Very pretty. So, without further ado, I'll move on to the next pair of shoes. Hello, so these ones right here are Casadei, and they are the Blade. Now, these are 120mm heel. These are exuberantly comfortable. They are very, very sexy. I find that with these shoes, when you put them on, you get nothing but compliments. The shoe is well made, absolutely fabulous. They run true to size as well. Oh, and they are one of Beyonce's favourite shoes, as well as J-Lo. J-Lo has been seen in these quite a lot, and I find them, you know, that they look amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to model these a little bit for you. And also, please do tell me what you think in the comments. And there we have it. So I'll move on to the next pair. Hello again. So these are Giuseppe Zanotti, and they have the gorgeous neon yellow in the back. I do have these in my first video with the purple suede booties. Now, these ones, however, are a different comfortability factor because they are obviously a slip-on pump rather than a bootie. So these ones here would be more rated to about 6.5. Now, the only problem is when you sweat, your toes go right to the peep toe just here, and it hurts on the back of your foot. But these are such a summer shoe. They work well with so many different outfits and look flawless on the foot. The aesthetic of this shoe is just divine. So I'm just going to model them a little for you. And please tell me what you think about these ones, because I really love these. The shape, the design is just impeccable. I love it. So they are a 160 or a 170. I'm not too sure. I will link it in the description below. Aren't they just fabulous? Just gorge. We'll move on to the next pair now. Hello, so these ones here are the debout. I did a singular video when these shoes just arrived in my hands. So the comfortability was about a 9. Now, after wearing them a little bit more, I have changed my mind, and I'm definitely going to go down to about a 4. Definitely a 4, because what I didn't realise at the time was the cut is very, it's not forgiving. It's very tight. I thought, you know, with having the shoe stretcher and so forth in them, that they would stretch out a little bit more, but they swallow your foot. They're very tight, but they're such a gorgeous shoe. Now, these ones here have been very hard to track down. The other debouts, I think it's with the black heel, is the easiest one to get. This one here, however, is a very, very sought after shoe at the moment. Fabulous. It does have a 120mm heel, and it is styled like the pigalle and so Kate. So I'm pretty sure this one is listed as a folly, and the neon in the back is just divine. As you can see, just absolutely stunning. So, yes, we'll move on to the next pair of shoes. Hello, it's me again. So, I decided to do the So Kate. Now, this one is shocking, I'm pretty sure, the colour, and it is a neon pink. And when I say neon pink, I mean fluoro pink. It is heaven. Absolutely gorgeous, and with the 120mm cigarette heel. Now, I will model these a little bit for you. So, the comfortability factor with the So Kate, I cannot stress enough. The heel is so thin, it is not a day-to-day shoe. So if you wear it out on the streets, just be very, very mindful that the stiletto that you see before you is quite thin and it will get caught. And nobody wants that, especially when you spend so much money on such gorgeous items. So this is the So Kate, and I think the rating I gave the So Kate was about a 3 or 4, I think. It's not a very comfortable shoe, and especially if you have wide feet, it doesn't work well. So there we have it. That is the So Kate in shocking, and we'll move it on to the next pair. Hello, it's me again. So these are the Hot Chic in 130mm with a scallop detail. So the heel is 130, and the colour is called opaline, and it is a stunning powder blue. Very, very, very sexy shoes. And I find, you know, they are definitely, I would call these just a collector piece, just to sit on your mantle. They are so, what's the word I'm looking for? Very unstable. They do look absolutely gorgeous as you view it. And I'm pretty sure if you see the back of my heels there, your feet tend to slip out just a little bit. So I would call these porn star shoes. Definitely a mantelpiece collection sort of thing. Now the rating, I would definitely have to give a -1 because these are not practical. They're not made for walking. They're made for looking good. That's all. But they are amazing. And I am breaking out in a sweat walking in these. But they're phenomenal. Look at those shoes. You can never have enough shoes. They're fabulous. And we'll move on to the next pair. Hello, it's me again. So I have the So Kate in Fluo yellow. So this is a neon yellow. It's nearly an identical colour to the Gianmarco Lorenzi ones that I showed you earlier in my first video. These ones, however, are So Kate. I love the design. The design is absolutely, it's got everything going for it, but just the comfortability factor is just not working for me. But they're a great collection piece. I will model them nevertheless. Please do tell me what you think of these. I think they're quite a gorgeous, gorgeous shoe. So, without further ado, we'll move on to the next pair. Hello, this is Eva Vasquez. I'm back, and I am wearing the Hot Chic in black. Now, These are phenomenal. I did show you in the opaline colour, the aqua colour. So these ones here are aesthetically gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. They look wonderful on the foot, but I would call them a pawn shoe. For those heel admirers, you know what I'm talking about. Aren't they just gorgeous? So, we will move on to the next pair. Hello, I'm back. So, I am currently wearing the Hot Chic in Titti yellow, which is more like a canary yellow. So, these ones here, they are an amazing shoe, but I'm not a yellow person. So these ones right here are very exclusive. They're very, very, very hard to get. And I will be selling these. So if you are interested in purchasing these have never been worn. Well, barely. And they've basically just been tried on as I'm doing in the video. I find these so sexy. And they are a work of art. Now, if you want to please your husband with sexy lingerie, some neons, it looks fabulous. So I'll just model them a little for you. These are 130mm heel, so they're 10mm higher than the So-Cate without a platform. So, there we go. So they're 130 and the So-Cates are 120. So they are 130. Fabulous. They look stunning on the feet. So, if you do have any inquiries about these shoes, please do let me know, and I'll move on to the next pair. Hello again. These are the Pigalle Candy Gomme. Now, these are fabulous, absolutely candy. If you look at these shoes really closely, which I'll come in a little bit closer, you can see the variations of colours on the spikes. Absolutely amazing. I just love these. They're like candy on my feet. So what I will do is tell you that they are 120mm in heel height, and they are the Pigalle style. So they have a little bit more room in the toe box rather than the So-Cate. So there we have it. Fabulous. And they fit true to size. They are size 30, 39. They fit quite perfectly. So, yes, I'll just model them a little for you. Fabulous. And let's move on to the next pair. Hello, I'm back again with a brand that not many people know quite as yet. This is called Lust for Life, and the fur is fox. Absolutely amazing. It is like a gorgeous yellow colour with the black detailing there through the fur. So this is genuine fur. If you don't like fur, please exit my channel. So they are a wonderful shoe. These do and are 120mm in heel height with a gorgeous, gorgeous point. And I'll come straight in so you can see. They have a cute little point there. Absolutely amazing. These are so comfortable. I would rate them a 9 out of 10. Definitely. They are fabulous, look amazing and effortlessly chic on the feet. Just gorgeous. But you do got to be careful. Don't go walking through mud in these because you don't want them stained. Nobody likes a stained shoe. Fabulous. Look at these. Gorgeous. Let's move on to the next pair. These ones right here are the Jimmy Choo Anouk Studded. These are absolutely fabulous. They're such a great motorcycle shoe. I would pair this with a leather jacket with some ripped leggings or denim. They look fabulous. They are a 120mm heel, size 39 and true to size. I find Jimmy Choo is very true to size, and their comfort is just impeccable compared to Louboutins. But as you can see, I will model them for you. They have a great hourglass shape, fabulous. So as you can see at the back, and they are effortless with style. They are studded with round little balls, not spikes, which makes them even the more better. And so much more individual compared to all the new shoes such as Valentino and Louboutin, how they all do similar spikes. This one here is a spike to be reckoned with. I think it's so cute and it's not as dangerous. Fabulous. If you don't want to kick yourself while walking, this would be the shoe. Absolutely gorgeous. And we'll move along to the next pair. These right here are the Volcano Zanotti, and they're made with mink fur with a 120mm heel. Now these heels are very hard to come by, but if you do find them, they are uber comfortable. They are so comfortable, and it feels like your foot is being caressed. Now with all Italian shoes, I tend to get them resoled, so then you don't feel the ground just as much, because you have a thick piece of rubber that will stop you from feeling stones and so forth. But these are absolutely gorgeous. I love them to bits. They have the volcano detailing just at the top there. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yes, with the rating with these, I would definitely give a 8 out of 10, or close to a 9 actually. They are absolutely amazing. They caress your feet and make you look so fashionista-like with fur. I love my fur. Anyone that's on my channel, my subscribers, you all do know I love my fur and crystals and snake skin and exotic skins. So without further ado, I will move on to the next